Hello everyone. Just a quick little update here from me. Obviously it's been a while since my last devlog, and it's also been quite a while since my last, that was right. It's been a while since my last update as well. I haven't made any or released any new puzzles or updates, so I just felt like I would make a quick video to explain that for whatever reason. First of all, things have slowed down a lot for me for a few reasons. The biggest one was that I was actually working harder on this project than I had planned, I guess. And that was just because I was preparing for a conference. And then after the conference, I was motivated to implement changes as a result of, some observations I made at the conference. So that's why I was working harder for that reason. And I'm going to slow down now because there's no conferences to do and there's not really that deadline that I want to push for anymore. So things are slowing down. Another reason why I haven't really been working on this as much is because when I started working on this, what am I doing? When I started working on this, I had another project that I was working on as well. Was that? Oh, screw it. Well, I wasn't done. I understand what happened there. Never mind. I was working on another project, and I basically put that project on the back burner while I was working on this project. So I've gone back to my other project for a little bit just to finish it up. I'm basically done with it, but I want to finish it up before moving on, I guess. So things were a little bit slower as a result of that as well, but I'll be done soon and then things will pick up again. Any other reasons why? Oh yeah, there's been a small change in my I guess I've taken on a couple more responsibilities that are like, I don't know, not a lot, maybe like 3 or 4 hours a month or something like that. But it's, that's 3 or 4 hours that I'm not working on this. And if I'm only working on this like 15 hours a month, for example, then taking away 4 hours of that is taking away quite a bit. We'll see how much of that actually does prevent me from working on this. But again, slowing down for another reason. But I have been working on puzzles. I haven't stopped completely. I just haven't released them. I'll release things soon, I guess. What's going on? There we go. Yeah, so I'll release an update soon. There's, I think, 60, 70, or 80 new puzzles. There's over 600, almost 650 now. And then we'll just keep making more puzzles. Regarding dark mode, I talked about dark mode in my last devlog and how that's something that was requested and that I think should be done. I haven't worked on it at all. No updates. I also mentioned, trying to rewrite the code in Godot and sort of transferring over to that and seeing how that goes. It's still a good idea. Also have not started that. You might think, oh, this person is now, trying to rewrite their code in Godot and then they go silent and maybe they just killed the project. That's not true. I like using Construct. I think my program works in Construct, and I'll use Construct as long as I think it's the best. For now, that's what it is. It's the best project for me. That's where everything is. So it's not the whole Godot switch thing is not going to be, it shouldn't disrupt anything. We'll put it that way. But I haven't started that yet either. So what's the next step here? This. Also no updates on that end. I did do one thing though that doesn't help anybody from a user perspective, but for me, I did make a development version of the game, which basically is just a puzzle tester, because I spend a lot of time making puzzles in an area where I don't have access to the internet, and that kind of prevents me from using a construct. Even though it says there's an offline version, it doesn't really work. At least it doesn't work for me. So I can't test my puzzles as I make them. I have to like bring them home and then test them, and then there's problems with the puzzles and I have to fix them, and it's a little bit frustrating. So I made a version of this game that basically just lets me test a puzzle to make sure that I programmed it right and that there's no weird issues with it, or at least there's no weird issues with it that I know of. So that is a small update in the positive. I think that will help me make puzzles faster, and it will be less frustrating for me. Other than that, still the plans are dark mode and then Godot. So that's the order, not Godot while dark mode. Not Godot then dark mode. Dark mode first, then Godot. That's the plan. Also puzzles. And yeah, so sorry for being, I guess, silent for a little bit. I will continue to be slower, hopefully a little bit faster than recently, but still slow. That's all I have to say about that. Thanks for your patience.